Gentlemen, here we are. Welcome, Mr. Casey and Mr. Coz. We are actually today joined by a special guest, even though he is not in the shop with us right now. Hello, Mr. Lucky Blanks.
The creeper.
The creeper on the couch is fucking assholes.
What's going on?
We're gonna stick with Lucky.
Anyway, okay. So, he will interject, as he seems or he feels fit anyway.
Or he would creep his way into the conversation.
It sounds dirty. But yes, I guess that will probably more or less will be what happens. But okay. Anyway, here we are. Week 8. Week 8, boys. Still shocked we haven't been canceled, even though there was an attempt.
We've been flagged.
Let's talk about that real quick. We were flagged this past week for violating the community guidelines. I believe it was for the thumbnail that someone created.
It's a good thing they're not listening.
Yeah, thank fucking Christ. Are you kidding me? Jesus, if they were actually watch the video, we'd be done.
Yeah.
So
just because they're not subscribed, they might still watch the video.
There we are. Yes, is what it is. But anyway, we learned, took a few lessons and everything out of that, and we'll continue to evolve as long as this platform that is YouTube will have us. However short that may be. But alright, this week in particular, we're going to start off with getting into the immigration crisis that is happening on the southern border with the Haitian refugees and everything. I've heard numbers that are very varying, between 14 and 30,000, I guess, refugees in this particular camp at Del Rio, Texas. That's first of all, let me say, a large gap in numbers, let's say. So, I mean, you got like a 1x and then a 2x number. I would actually prefer...
Overall.
Yeah, I would prefer to have an actual head count, but I guess they really can't do that and all this nonsense bullshit like that. But my question for you two is, okay, number one, let's just say it's 30,000 people. What do you think the proper way to deal with this particular situation is? I'll throw it to you first, Mr. Casey.
Well, I think we need to complete the fence or the wall. To make things a lot easier. I know that's not the only. That people say that's not the only option, but walls have worked for millions and millions of years, and they will help out these days. The other thing I would do I would fund and give ICE and the Border Patrol the actual teeth they need to turn people back. I don't know what the rules and laws are along the border about getting people to go back the other way, but basically, in my personal opinion, and in federal law, it is illegal to cross the border without proper documentation.
Okay, yeah, it's probably true, and what do you got?
I think we should humanely give them food and patch them up, so to speak, and then send them on their way.
You're talking about medically? Yeah,
medically. Obviously, some of them have some injuries. There's no way they went that far.
Now, what do you mean by send them on their way?
Well, they're not. We got to deport them. We can't keep them. There's other people trying to get their visas and passports here legally. You can't just walk up to the border and say, I want in. That's not how it works.
Not
like you said,
okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Didn't mean to pick you up there, but
Yeah, it's fine.
my next question is kind of interesting. You brought up the thing right there about them just like basically showing up and whether or not we should let them in. Granted, I'm kind of on the same page as you. We shouldn't let them in. However, they are claiming these political asylum deals and everything like that. So basically, what is your opinion on that? And is that a valid claim or?
I don't think it's a valid claim. I mean, rules are rules. You got to follow the rules. They're there for a reason. Otherwise, if you didn't follow the rules, people would just abuse them. Like we see, kind of.
Right. Yeah. And at the same point in time, I've heard varying numbers that something like 17,000 of these Haitian refugees that were in this camp were granted, I assume, political asylum status.
Based off of children and pregnancy.
Right. Yeah, and that's a fairly large percentage.
And
just going off percentage numbers, that's over 2/3, 66%. Right. Probably even closer to 70 when it's all tabulated and everything. But that is also going based off of the 30,000 number that I've heard.
I've never been a fan of turning down men just because they're men. They're people too, whether they're pregnant and female or have children or not. You know what I mean? Just because a man shows up at the border, he gets turned down, but yet a woman that's got pregnant because somebody fucked her can get this. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand where you're coming from that, but at the same point in time, I kind of believe that they're more likely to turn down a male prospective immigrant because that will take away a job from a U.S. citizen. Whether or not it actually works out like that, yeah.
First off, if he's going to take your job away,
well, I'm going to cut in here. You guys are talking about the political asylum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, as far as that goes, that only goes for giving them shelter. That doesn't give them citizenship, so they're not going to take your job.
That is true. It does not give them citizenship, but if they are allowed to get some sort of temporary visa or anything like that, that gives them the right to have a job.
That's beyond political asylum.
They did do that in South America, though. They got temporary visas, like a work permit.
Yeah.
Right, especially as you were saying earlier about when they were constructing all the stadiums and everything in Brazil, which is why a lot of these motherfuckers have Brazilian passports.
Right.
So,
but a lot of them don't have any paperwork whatsoever.
Fair enough. What do you have on that?
I think it negatively impacts the U.S. economy, just allowing migrants in.
But they're not here permanently.
Didn't we learn anything from the...
Not yet.
Not yet, but...
Did we not learn anything from Project Veritas, where when these people are getting visas, it's almost impossible to reject them from renewing their visas?
Are they getting visas, or are they just getting help?
It's way too early in the process to even know what is actually going on.
We can't go to visa at this point in time, but they are getting help, and they were let in the United States.
If they actually do get a job, then they're gonna get a visa. That's mainly the way it works.
Right. Well, it'll start out as a work visa.
Yeah, if you can prove that you have employment.
Right. That works with any kind of country, though, for the most part.
But
if you get a work visa, then you can apply for citizenship after a certain amount of time.